Trey Gowdy, R. South Carolina, and Bob Goodlatte, R. VI, lit a fire under our do-nothing Attorney General Jeff Sessions with a demand that he appoint a second special counsel to investigate the FISA abuse scandal. Now, Sessions has been forced to make a huge promise that he can't break. The wheels of justice may finally be turning after the House Oversight Committee Chairman Trey Gowdy, R. South Carolina, and the House Judiciary Committee Chairman Bob Goodlatte, R. VI, sent a blistering demand to Attorney General Jeff Sessions earlier this week, urging him to appoint a second special counsel. In response to Gowdy, Goodlatte, and many other GOP representatives, Sessions has finally budged from his safe space and made a promise he can't fail to deliver on. During an interview with Fox News anchor Shannon Bream on Wednesday, March 7, 2018, Sessions finally committed to having someone outside Washington look at all of the damning evidence provided to the judge by the Congressional committees and said he will consider appointing a second special counsel, the Daily Caller reports. "Well, I have great respect for Mr. Gowdy and Chairman Goodlatte, and we're going to consider, seriously, their recommendations. I have appointed a person outside of Washington, many years in the Department of Justice, to look at all of the allegations that the House Judiciary Committee members sent to us, and we are conducting that investigation," Sessions said. This is the first time Sessions has indicated that he's hired an outsider to examine the mountain of evidence provided to him by the Congressional committees. The hard work of GOP representatives Devin Nunes, R. California, Matt Gaetz, R. Florida, Jim Jordan, RO, and many others may finally be paying off. Also, I'm well aware that we have a responsibility to ensure the integrity of the FISA process. We are not afraid to look at that, Sessions explained. The Inspector General, something that our Inspector General is not very strong, but he has almost 500 employees, most of which are lawyers and prosecutors, and they are looking at the FISA process. We must make sure it's done properly, and we're going to do that, and I'll consider their request," he added. When asked by Bream about the Inspector General's lack of any prosecutorial power or ability to subpoena individuals who are outside of the judge's reach, Sessions responded, "That's a concern that I think is worthy of consideration, and we will consider that, and are considering it actually." Bream then asked Sessions if the Department of Justice will release the FISA applications submitted to the courts by corrupt FBI officials in order to spy on Donald Trump on behalf of former President Barack Obama. Sessions replied, "I am determined to release everything that's properly releasable. It does tend to be that the more you put these documents out, many of which are very sensitive, the more they leak. So, we have to be careful about that. We also have to follow the rules of the department and legal requirements." In an attempt to build credibility, Sessions brought up the text messages between Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, the corrupt FBI agents who were having a lurid affair with one another while working for special counsel Robert Mueller. For example, the text messages that caused quite a stir, those were produced at our effort to make sure we produce everything possible. The Inspector General actually found those first, and then we made that public and determined we could make it public. Some objected to it, Sessions said. Attorney General Jeff Sessions' admission that an outside person has been appointed to examine the FISA abuse evidence and promise to consider hiring a second special counsel is a welcome development. While we appreciate the hard work of our GOP congressmen in lighting a fire under Sessions' backside, it's important to remember a few things. The tremendous amount of evidence gathered by the House committees was obtained for only one reason: the Department of Justice has lousy leadership and would not do its job. Looking back at this mess in its entirety reminds us that President Donald Trump was right about being spied on by former President Barack Obama and his corrupt team of deep state operatives. American patriots simply want Sessions to do the right thing with the authority bestowed on him by President Trump. It's crucial to remember that the kind of power Sessions has can be used for evil or for good, and there are far more evil men who would use it for political gain than for the benefit of our country. While some men can't be relied upon to act with integrity of their own will, they can certainly be corrected by better men with a stronger sense of honor.